Hey everybody, we're going to be doing a quick little lateral surface area video. As I get my phone turned off really quick. Okay, so we're going to be doing the lateral surface area. So your notes you have out. There are some quick reminders here of the differences between lateral and total surface area, but we're not going to go over those too much because you went over those in class. We are going to, however, go over how to use the net, okay, how to use your net for a rectangular prism, in this case, just to solve the area, the total surface area and the lateral surface area. So first we're going to find the lateral surface area, which is the area of the rectangles that are going up from the bottom, and then we'll do total, which means we'll do basically the same thing, but we'll add those two bases. So when we take a shape like this and we can unfold it, well, this particular one looks like this, and this is what we call a net. Now, to find the area of this whole thing, we're basically going to find the area of each one of these shapes, and if you look and see, we got this one's the same as this one, this one's the same as this one, and this one here is the same as this one. So we got this shape twice, and this shape twice. So we're basically just going to find the area of each one and double it and then add them all together. So let's start with the little one down here, which if we do this on our paper, it helps us figure out that this is a 4 by 3 rectangle, and it has a area of 12, and there are 2 of them. Okay, so I've got 12 plus 12 is one of them. And I got this one down here, which is a 5 by 3 rectangle, which means it has an area of 15, because 5 times 3 is 15. And this one also has an area of 15. So we got plus 15 for both of those. Then we've got these other two, which in this case are the bases. So we're kind of going to ignore those for a second. Okay, because if we were finding lateral surface area, we would have stopped right there, because this base and this base are not part of the lateral surface area. So just for lateral surface area, we'd be adding all those two to get all those those four different numbers we got together, and we get an answer of 54. So that's the area of these two together, which is 30, these two together, which is 24, we get a total of 54. Now, to find total surface area, we're going to find the area of these other two and just add them together. So this shape here is a 5 by 4 rectangle, which means it has an area of 20, and that means this one also has an area of 20. So now the 20 and the 20 together is 40. So for the total, we're going to add the lateral plus the two bases, which gives us an answer of 94. So the total surface area is 94. Now we're going to do this same exact shape. Now we're going to do it as lateral and surface area using the formulas. So again, we use the letters LSA for lateral surface area and TSA for total surface area. We look at our formula chart. We see that pH is just for lateral, and that total is basically the same formula, except the plus 2b at the end, because just like we did up here when we did the net, at the end we added the two bases. Again, you should recognize this as area of the base. So we see our formulas. There are 3 things that we have to find to work them. We have to find the big P, which is the perimeter of the base. We have to find the big B, which is the area of the base. And we got to find the height, which is the height of the prism. Okay? So first, a good thing to always do is to draw your base. As we remember from the top of this shape here, our base is a 4 by 5 rectangle. Okay? If we look at it here, we notice that even though the base, I guess they turned it around when they did this, they're using the base as this one in the very front, because that's the 5 by 4. So you have to imagine it's kind of sitting on this front right here. Okay, so that's the one they used. So that's our base shape. First we're going to find the perimeter of it. 5 plus 4 is 9. but we got 5 and 4 over here too. So the perimeter of this shape is 18. Remember, anytime you find area, you have to go all the way around, not just the two numbers you see. Okay, you don't just add 4 and 5. This perimeter is everywhere around the outside, so you do have to go back and go around all 4 sides in this particular shape. So again, the perimeter of this rectangle is 18. We're going to find the area, even though we don't need it for lateral surface area, we will need it when we do total. So we're going to go ahead and find that, and again, that's the area of the inside, which is 4 times 5, which is 20. Now, the height of this shape. Well, if we're using 20 as the base, remember, whenever you are talking about the height of a prism, it's the line that connects the two bases. So here's one base, and here's the other, which means this line right here is the line that connects those two bases. So that's 1, 2, 3. So the height of our prism in this case would actually be 3. Okay? So now that we've found those, we're just going to throw them into the formula and work it out. So we found out that the perimeter of the base was 18, so we just put that number there. The height was 3, so we got an answer of 54. That is the lateral surface area. Again, lateral surface area is the surface area of everything but the bases. In this case, there's 2 of them. Now, when we come over here to do total surface area, part of what we already did was the lateral surface area. The pH, we already did that. If we had to do that again, or if this was our actual problem as total, we would do 18 times 3 here. But now we're adding the area of the two bases, which was 2 times 20. One thing you want to be careful of is order of operations. This addition is going to be the last thing you do, because you're first going to multiply 18 times 3 and get 54. Added to that will be the area of those two bases multiplied together, so that's 40. And when you add those together, you see that we get an answer of 94, which is exactly what we got up at the top. So 2 different ways to find lateral and total surface area. One using the net, one using the formulas. And hopefully the more that you work with the formulas, the easier they'll get and the better that you will be at them. Okay, so be ready for this in class, and we will see you then.